Welcome children to history class. Children, this is the third and last video of lesson Akbar the Great. In this video, we will study about social and cultural unification under Akbar. Architecture. During Akbar's reign, the Indo-Persian style of architecture developed to its fullest form. The best example of this style of architecture is Fatehpur Sikri, the new capital city that Akbar built near Agra. It served as a capital for few years. It was later abandoned, probably due to shortage of fresh water. Some of the most famous monuments here are Buland Darwaza, Panch Mahal, Jodhabai Palace, Rang Mahal, Hiran Minar, Diwane Khas, Diwane Am. The Dargah of Salim Chishti was built with white marble. The fort city was built of red sandstone. The Agra fort and Humayun's tomb in Delhi are some other remarkable architecture built during this period. Paintings. The art of painting was another field where considerable achievements were recorded during the era of Akbar. Mughal miniature paintings were mainly based on the life of emperor and sometimes Indian and Persian legends. Baswan and Dashwant were two famous painters of this era. Music. According to Abul Fazl, Akbar was a patron of music. 36 musicians, including some women, are said to have adorned his court. The most famous among them was Tansen, who created many ragas and enriched the Hindustani classical style of music in many ways. Language and literature. Mughal rulers in general encouraged Persian literature, as Persian was the court language. During Akbar's reign, Abul Fazl, the court historian, wrote Akbar Nama, a detailed account of Akbar's reign in 3 volumes. The third volume, Ain-e-Akbari, is one of the principal sources of contemporary history. Fazi, brother of Abul Fazl, was one of the greatest Persian poets of the Mughal era. Many literary works in Sanskrit, including the Ramayana and Mahabharata, were translated into Persian during Akbar's reign. A number of works were composed in Hindi too. Tulsidas wrote Ramcharitmanas during this period. Social unification. Akbar took up some social reforms also. He forbade the practice of sati. He legalized widow remarriage and discouraged child marriage. He also prescribed the age of marriage for boys and girls as 16 and 14 respectively. Religious policies. Children, as you know, Akbar followed a policy of religious tolerance. He kept religion separate from administration. Akbar stressed on the equality of all religions and equal treatment of all his subjects. He abolished jizya and pilgrimage tax. All his subjects were allowed freedom of belief and worship. Many Hindu festivals were celebrated. Akbar started a series of debates on the finer points of religion with the representatives of various religions. For this, he built the Ibadat Khana at Fatehpur Sikri. He called the philosophers and scholars of all the religions to understand the main points, principles, and teachings of each religion. The discussion in the Ibadat Khana led Akbar to develop the idea of Sulh Kul, or universal peace. Sulh Kul was secular in outlook and did not discriminate between the people of different religions. It focused on honesty, justice, and peace. Akbar also laid down a new religious order which was known as Deen-e-Ilahi. It was not a new religion, rather a moral code based on the belief in one God. It regarded the emperor as the representative of God on the earth. There were no scriptures or holy book, neither was there any priestly class in this religion or any rituals. Membership to this religious order was entirely voluntary. Akbar never forced anyone to follow Deen-e-Ilahi. Among his Hindu nobles, only Birbal accepted the religion. Deen-e-Ilahi ended with the death of Akbar. Children, in this video you have studied about art and architecture during Akbar's reign, his social reforms, and the religious policy. Thank you and take care.